Hey folks, thanks for tuning in. It's Sarge here with another product review. I've been doing Atkins here since January 1st. So this is actually a keto-friendly gum. We are going to talk a little bit about PUR Gum. And I'm going to tell you which one I like. Stay with me now. All right, thanks for staying with me here. We're going to talk about PUR Gum. It's not keto clean, but for those of us who are doing Atkins or keto, maybe you like chewing gum. If you've been doing it for a while, you might notice that you can get kind of a weird taste in your mouth, especially if you're doing heavy on the proteins. So I interact with people all day long. I'm a therapist as my primary trade, and I need to not go in there with funky breath. And I'm also a coffee drinker too, and not a fan of coffee breath. So let's do a little review here on PUR Gum. I did my research to find out which one would be the best for me to have. I keep one in my work bag, one in my desk, and one at home. Let's talk a little bit about this. Okay, so PUR Gum is got it. Don the reading glasses here. Rather than have me read this to you, I'm going to turn it around and show you the ingredients and the nutritional information. So the first one is spearmint flavor. And turn this and let the camera pick that up for you. Okay, so I'm going to rate this based on taste and on a scale of 1 to 10, taste, and then I'll tell you about how long until I start to notice the taste fade. Okay, so let's start with the spearmint. And as with my food review videos, I'm going to lower the volume while I'm chewing and probably maybe even speed it up a little bit so that you don't have to sit there and listen to me or watch me chew, because I know some of you don't like that. All right, let's try the spearmint here. See if the camera can pick that up. There you go. All right. Kind of looks like chiclets. It's got a nice spearmint smell in the bag. So serving size, I believe, is 2 pieces. Yep, 2 pieces. I usually do 1. Okay, so that the spearmint gum had very nice. I did 1 piece, and it says the recommended is 2. They had a nice minty, like really clean, cool spearmint flavor, exactly what I would expect, right? And the flavor stayed strong for about 5 minutes approximately, and then for about another 5 minutes, still could get some flavor out of the gum, and then it starts getting to be just gum, flavorless gum. But the coolness that you would associate with spearmint is still lingering, and I'm going to do a little palate cleanse here in a second, and then we're going to go on to the next gum. So. All right, so this is going to be interesting because I'm going to peppermint next. So spearmint to peppermint. You know what? Let's do cinnamon instead. Let's go, because I think that's going to be too confusing to have the 2 minty flavors together. So let's do cinnamon. If I do chew gum, spearmint is the flavor that I go with, and it's not going to taste like a sugar gum. That's going to have a lot more flavor burst to it. It's going to be stronger, and the taste is going to last longer. But I'm trying not to do sugar, right? So, all right. So here's the cinnamon. Let's try this one. So there's the packaging, and then I'm going to flip it around. Y'all can check out the nutritional information for you. Okay. Same thing. Give it a little chew. I'm going to kind of time it here and give you my best approximation on how it did for keeping flavor. This one's having a hard time. There we go. All right. Okay, it looks basically the same. It's Like chiclets. Oh, wow. Wow, the cinnamon smell coming out of that is really strong. Okay. Where's your little chiclets sized in shape? All right. We're going to do one on this as well, even though it says, is this one a 2 as well? Yeah, 2. But I'm going to do one, and you get, just in case I didn't mention, you get 55 pieces per pack. You can find these on Amazon. Let's give it a try. So, wow, that one has a ton of flavor burst. One piece had a ton of flavor burst in the beginning. Really reminiscent of like Big Red, if you're a fan of Big Red gum. I do sometimes do cinnamon gum. That one is interesting. It's definitely stronger than the Spearmint. The same thing. Flavor had a big, well, flavor lasted for about 5 minutes. Again, about 5 minutes. The drop off was bigger on this one, so like the Spearmint just still kind of had, after 5 minutes the flavor starts to taper off. This one, it drops off the table real quick, so by like 7 minutes there's like no flavor left, it's just gum. Definitely have a strong cinnamon aftertaste in my mouth. If you're not a huge fan of cinnamon, that might not be the one for you. If you love Big Red, that's probably the one for you, okay? Let me try to cleanse the palate here, and then we'll go back to the peppermint. The things I'll do for views. So if you're enjoying this right now, please smash that like button. And if you like keto products or keto-friendly products and you're interested in the Atkins diet, please subscribe. We've got a few more things coming for you. Yeah, that was interesting. It definitely had a lot more burst in the beginning. Okay, last one here. We got peppermint. Now, I think I told you the Spearmint is, when I buy gum, Spearmint's probably my first choice. When I was doing candies, I love peppermints, and I love peppermint and chocolate. I was eating a lot of peppermints in the past year, and hence the need to get myself, one of the reasons I needed to get myself down in weight. So this will be interesting. I don't usually choose a peppermint gum. I like peppermint candies, and I like peppermint flavored baked goods and things like that. Don't usually choose a peppermint gum. Let's see what we think of this. So there's your front package. Again, 55 pieces. Recommended serving is, I think it's 2 again. 2 pieces again. I'm going to turn it around so you can see the nutritional value. All right. And this is pure peppermint gum. One little sip of water here to clear that out. It's a good thing I like gum, folks. All right, same thing. Just looks like white chiclets. Okay, I'll show you here. Oops, there we go. Yeah. We're gonna do 1 piece again. If you're still watching at this point, please comment below what kind of gum do you like, and if you know of another product for those of us who are Atkins or keto for chewing gum, let me know what you use. Okay, so that was my least favorite. I don't know if it wasn't because I just put my taste buds through a workout with the Spearmint and the cinnamon. But this one had a little bit, for me, had a little bit of a chemical taste, kind of like, almost like toothpaste more. I definitely feel like my breath, it feels clean and cool. So it does its job as far as that goes. I probably wouldn't, for me personally, wouldn't buy this one again. But if you like peppermint gums, you might give it a try. So to go back here, I'll rate them in order here. This one's my favorite, the Spearmint, but I usually buy Spearmint gum, so there's a little bit of bias there. This one is my second favorite, and if you're a fan of Big Red, this is the one I'd recommend you get. This one here is my least favorite. I'll still use it. I like I said, because of the kind of work that I do, and I'm interacting with people in a small room, shaking hands all day long. I try to be very courteous about things like my breath and you know, and that I don't want, especially because I drink coffee too. So I'll use it. I probably won't buy this one again for myself. But again, if you're a peppermint gum fan, right? Remember I told you I like peppermint products, peppermint candies, but peppermint gum is not usually my thing. So if you're a peppermint gum fan, give this a try. All in all, I've been real happy with these. I've been able to chew gum, which I do like to do, and you know, have my morning coffee, have my Atkins friendly lunch, which could be like buffalo chicken, grilled chicken, whatever, you know, plain hamburger with cheese, and not feel like I have to go and run to the bathroom and brush my teeth after each time I have a sip of coffee or whatever. I can, you know, do this before a client comes in, chew it for a few seconds, and you know, then get rid of it, and so I'm not chewing in front of the client and things like that. I like these. These are good gums. As long as I'm continuing to do keto or Atkins or just trying to be mindful of my sugars, this is going to be part of my routine. If you have any questions, comment below. I really want to know, do any out there actually like peppermint gum? And if you do, which brand do you like? And thanks for staying with us. Check out my other keto and Atkins products videos that I've got coming. And we will see you next time here on A Little Bit of Everything with Sarge.